All right, guys, welcome back from the break. The votes are in, and we had a pretty dramatic poll actually. During the break, we were watching the results come in, and then there are three different favorites, and I think it was changing all the time. But of course, we have a final, outcome. Let's hear the voice of the people, and it looks like we have Artem Kachanovsky's game. So we'll go ahead and do that. Of course, this is round 5. Just a quick reminder for those people who have just joined our broadcast. Welcome, of course, on this scorching European 40 degrees Celsius day. This is round 5 of the European Championship 2019, and I think it's fair to say the competition is heating up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hot in there. Also in the players' room. So as you can see, there's actually a fan in the background.
Mm-hmm.
So the players also have to, it's a huge challenge because they have to play, I think 6 hours, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes so they start playing at like 10. And they finish at 4, which is like the hottest day, hottest time of the day.
Right. Yeah.
Right. It's really difficult. So if anyone wins, the 4 people who win out of today's game, all the respect to them because that's difficult. Of course we're gonna take a look at Artem's game. We saw that he was pretty shaky in yesterday's match against Oscar.
Yeah.
Of course we've been there. We almost had some strong player, and then just let it slip away in the end. But of course, Artem looks like if he wins the game today, he will be facing Mateusz. But if he loses, of course, Slava, of course, Vjacheslav Kajmin, he will be the one to advance to the quarterfinals instead. So, what do you think Artem's chances are of entering the top 8 or even the top 4?
I think for this game, he definitely has a good chance. For he is a far more experienced player compared to Slava. Slava is actually a young player, and he's always running around and actually playing football and actually speak loud. Yeah, he has a huge amount of energy. He's probably the most energetic player upstairs there. Yeah, and of course, I can see he's understanding in goal as a young player, and there's still a big space to improve. But let's say his energy for today. Yeah, we know that today is this kind of weather.
Yeah.
In this kind of weather, so it's difficult for both. We say, but let's say his energy, we're gonna give him the advantage on this part. Yeah, and Artem, his advantage is actually his experience. He has met this kind of situation for too many times. If I have to pick one, who we're gonna qualify, I think it's Artem. But the other chance, consider today this kind of situation, it can happen too. Yeah.
What about Artem against Mateusz? That's going to be probably the spotlight matchup of the quarterfinals.
Right.
If that happens.
Yeah, and Artem is the European pro I like the most, and it's mainly for. I always say like this to my students.
Well, he's a pretty nice guy.
Yeah. As overall ability, Ilya is the best. As for understanding in goal, Artem is the best. This is actually my evaluation. So this game, I will have my full support to Artem for sure. If Artem enters the quarterfinal.
Right.
However, as we can see from the game yesterday, Artem is hesitating a lot, and in some decisive decisions, especially about how he's supposed to properly use influence, he has some troubles, and that is actually something he used to be able to handle. But this tournament, he has some trouble. I actually hope, let's say later, he might actually watch over this video again, and he can hear me. Tonight, he can do some adjustment in case if today he wins.
Yeah, actually, some of these earlier rounds are banana skins for the strong players, right? Because they just want to make sure that they, make it safely through to the semifinals or the quarterfinals.
Right.
So they definitely don't want any unnecessary drama on board that delivers an upset, right?
Yeah.
So far, I think this is where the most vulnerability we've seen from strong player, and that's probably the best chance to beat them.
Yeah.
Especially like in the first round or the second round.
Yes.
Right. So Slava definitely has a chance. I think he's proved actually quite quickly. We didn't when we covered the pro qualifications, I think he went quite far actually.
Yeah.
He was like in the quarterfinals or at least went to the 4th round or so.
Yeah.
He's definitely a very good player. In any case, this game has been going for a while. Once again, just a quick reminder: if you want to follow the games in real time, we know that there are like, I think 19 other people who voted for the 2 other games, but if you want to check them out, we can do that too. We're pretty flexible here. And if you want to check them out in real time, please go to the Dependent Go server, Eurochamp 1 through 4.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, let me try to navigate through the other board over here. See if that's there. Okay. Yeah, that's over here. And Artem looks like he's black. Yeah, that's actually kind of there's a fight going on in the middle there.
Yeah.
I saw. So I'm really curious to see what actually goes on. Oh yeah, pretty normal opening.
Yeah.
Actually, the same opening exactly for both players. And then.
Oh, he played honey.
Oh wow! We've not seen this one in quite a while, have we?
Not really. But
what is this new Joseki, Jeff?
Yeah, this is the okay. Yeah, yesterday, this Joseki happened,
Yeah.
but I have to say it's not very often nowadays.
Yeah.
Seriously, not very often.
So why is that?
Yeah, it's mainly for here. Normally nowadays people play, for example, Keima or Nobi. Let's take Keima as an example. So it still come to this. Okay, and nowadays we say this Nobi is already pretty rare, but let's do a comparison. So like this. So now white has 6 stones wall here, even though there's a cutting point. Compared to there's just there's like 5 stones wall here.
Right.
So 1 more stone means it is already stronger. And second, it is actually about the cutting point here. So for example, in the future, when black comes to peep, normally peep and you just connect, then the opponent benefit.
Right.
So we actually, I think we are thinking about, is there any possibility I do not do that? But then, when there are 2 stones, then when this cut happens, you can see those 2 stones is actually very much under pressure because you have limited number of liberties. That actually means when it comes to 3 stones, you may still peep, you may still cut. Yeah, you may still cut like this, but actually his 3 stones is rather comfortable. We already know that. Nowadays we have this kind of setup as tiger shape, and then you are Atari. We already know like this. White doesn't even need to answer on that side. White come over here, white 3 stone is still very fine.
Right.
Yeah. So here 3 stones means white shape is a lot stronger than when it is 2. That is why here normally in this kind of shape, nowadays we play Keima or Nobi. So have 3 stones there, not 2. Yeah. So but this is a tiny difference. Yeah, this is still a tiny difference, especially for our human player. This is tiny difference. For bot, I'm pretty sure bot can actually figure out how exactly he should exploit from this kind of 2 stone instead of 3.
Yeah, I think the main reason that people stopped playing this though, right, was there used to be this Joseki.
Yeah.
Of course, we can revisit once again, and we played this Hollow Knight. That was the most basic Joseki, right? And it looks like white's like super thick. So this is why we say let's not do that early on in the game. Right. But now we already omit this exchange, and we just split on side. So this is kind of an idea of getting the corner first, right? In Sente, and then getting the side. So it's kind of like trying to get everything.
Right. And Artem played this move yesterday. The similar situation has happened too.
Yeah.
As you have mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah, similar situation, not exactly the same, but similar.
Right.
And it is actually, as you have mentioned, Artem, he just want to safely enter top 8 without actually have any drama against those young players. Yeah, because he believes he's a better player, and so he want to avoid risk. And in his mind, I understand Artem pretty well. In his mind, one of the risks can be, for example, we say we play some sort of Shimari, and then the opponent, for example, he just connect. Now the opponent has a Moyo.
Right.
And Moyo is basically one of the hardest topic in Go. Yeah, it's Moyo.
Tricky, right?
Yeah, attack and defense and core situation. Yeah, Moyo is one of the let's say 3 difficult topic in Go. And he doesn't want to enter this kind of difficult situation. He wants to keep the situation simple, and then he's confident when it comes to a relatively close game, he can handle the situation better. Yeah, even just slightly better. That is why he plays this move. Nowadays, actually, we rarely see that. Nowadays, for example, we see approach, we see Shimari. Yeah, but he doesn't want to take any risk. This actually shows how cautious he is. From another perspective, he's kind of nervous. He really doesn't want to lose. Yeah.
I mean the actually Artem's style is kind of Lee Chang-ho-esque almost.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
He's usually pretty calm, and of course sometimes when you're too calm, that can make you play slack moves.
Yeah.
That are slow or ineffective.
Right.
But like that kind of stuff also has a pretty. It tends to have a pretty high win rate, right? So if you just stick to the stuff you know, and then you break down your opponent's more into like some very small areas. That can be actually like pretty beneficial, right? If you know what you're doing. Like for example, Lee Chun-ho has a really, really high win rate.
Yeah.
It might not be the flashiest style. It's not like he, goes out, tries to kill people's dragons like in every single game, but actually, his overall consistency is very good.
Right.
And so far, actually, Artem, you say that he's pretty shaky in this tournament so far. He's a bit of nervous, but actually throughout the year, I think his performance is probably maybe even the most consistent out of all the European pros. So.
Yeah, his goal is the one I like the best. Actually. Yeah, and then actually while in the game played here. Once again, it comes to our earlier topic. This kind of wall, you normally do not make this kind of extension. However, this time compared to the 3-stone, this time is different because we don't use this kind of thing to make territory, especially this kind of relatively narrow territory. So here is, and also here we know that, for example, white probably have this kind of Sene or this kind of honey, and tiger. White has this kind of Sene. White is actually a pretty strong group. So normally you don't actually use this kind of thing to make territory at all. So even if, for example, white extend, I think it makes more sense. White extend here and push black towards his wall. Yeah, this is actually make more sense. So this corner is rare, but I wouldn't call that a white mistake. This one is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the wrong side.
That's wrong side, and this actually already give black an advantage. Yeah, this moment I guess Artem already feel confident.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Actually, that's what happens, right? You pick up on these small things, right?
Yeah.
If you seem to get your way a lot, then you feel like, oh, all right, maybe this is gonna be my game, right?
Yes. Yeah. That's definitely here how black feel at this moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, black can jump out.
Yeah, and here white feels threatened, so he created a trouble for himself because now jump is natural to defend against the invasion.
Yeah.
And also threatening to invade here. And white feels threatened. But if he doesn't want to just defend here for this, you have this kind of wall.
I mean, the thing that was like, if you Hane like this, right?
Yes.
Now it's like kind of uncomfortable, right? Because then you probably have to fix in the end game anyway. Probably not now, but like black can clamp or even cut. And this this is a different story, right?
Yeah.
Because you actually also added 2 more stones to that.
Yeah.
Thickness.
Yeah, so that's actually the problem of white playing here. So let's say he doesn't answer, he has safety problem. And he doesn't answer, is it over concentrated? So here he actually doesn't like either. Then in the game he play here, but this one, to be honest, can actually cause bigger problem. For here black push.
Yeah.
And so like this.
Block in the corner.
Yeah. So like actually here, black block is too modest. Normally here our understanding is supposed to be push
just
again.
keep rolling and then
And like this, you're already alive. This is a payment, yes, but you earn a move and then you come to actually Tanuki, you earn a move like this.
Yeah.
Even though this is a payment. So in modern Fusaki, a move is far more important than locally it is good or bad.
So now we don't care if it's on the second line.
Right. So here, you can do like this. If your case is to fight for a move, just to remember, in the early game, a move is so big, we are fighting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that is why here, to me, white, this descent is not a good plan. Yeah, because this one, you will actually lose another move. And actually here, how much you have defended this area? A little bit. So it's not completely gone.
Very quickly, I want to make sure that everyone understands that this group is alive on the left side. Yeah. Can we show this variation?
Yeah, so here, you black Tanuki.
Yeah.
Okay, and then white go in here. Okay, so block here, and then we say honey.
So Atari.
Connect, and let's play the fine order.
Push. Sure. Yeah. Center.
Connect. Now push. Normally we say this kind of thing. We honey. Yeah. There's a cut, so normally we should consider if we should honey or not, or does honey work. Yeah. But now let's say the honey works.
Yeah, even 4. So, right? It's 4 in a row.
Yeah, it's 4 here. Okay. And let's say as fine order, it should be we cut first, and then do this.
So just to create some like ladder. Right?
Yeah, because like this, it's kind of why they need to kind of let's say add one another move. Unless here you say I don't have any of those influence, because here if black not be here, you need to defend here. Black get more stone. This is kind of why white get no influence. But if white add another move, then black already live in center. Earlier, he Tanuki once. You add another move, then black get another move.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one move in the opener is so big. So white wouldn't do this. There's no way white does this.
Okay.
Yeah. It's about one move value. One move. What is one move? Yesterday we have talked about it.
Yeah.
It's like you get 1 extra hour to work. Then, for example, if you say my hourly salary is 40 euro, and then I pay 15 euro, and so I get 1 extra hour to work to earn it. It's worth it. Then in total, you actually get extra 25.
Right.
Yeah, so this is basically on the board how we evaluate about it. So here, locally we are paying, but globally we are earning hours.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, here, this is
time.
Also,
They say time is the most valuable currency.
Right. Yeah. So here it is also time. Exactly here. Yeah, it's time and money. Yeah. This kind of comparison.
You spend some money.
Yeah.
Maybe sometimes in the quest for time. Right?
Yeah.
So sometimes if you miss the time, you can never, even money can't.
Yeah.
Compensate.
Yeah. Sounds similar to yesterday when I was on the trip. Yeah. There and people is asking, shall we pay 1 euro and then we take the tram to the station, or shall we walk 30 minutes? I say under 36 degrees. Is that a question? Of course we pay 1 euro. But I follow the majority. They decide to walk. Actually, to me, it's really inefficient.
Me too.
Yeah, it's very uncomfortable.
I mean, hey, you get to see some nice buildings, right? It's just really hot. It's super. It's scalding. But there's some nice buildings out there in Brussels. So just in case, for those of people who are on site, we are actually very close to the city center. So if you have any time, of course, definitely check out the attractions in the city. So maybe find a time where it's like not so hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
So normally it's very walkable.
Yeah.
So okay, looks like black is blocking.
Like this, white against slightly.
Right. And then but he did get sente because white.
White is still down here anyway.
Yeah. So you said that time is valuable. So in that sense, should white have approached this corner, or should he still add a move here?
Definitely. The thing here is let's see a different. White Tanuki, he worried about the black invade, and so he still cannot handle this. So then from this end, first, why do you make this exchange even if you still cannot handle? That's the first one. But second, this wall is not used to make this territory. We already know that, which means actually we just admit this exchange is a loss. It's actually not a big loss for black. This one move didn't capture it. He still need to pay more effort. It is like this. Black actually played a 3-space extension. Yeah. So I invade here, and then this stone will be eventually captured. But after all, he played a 3-space extension. He still need to pay more effort in order to capture it.
Sure.
And our wall is strong anyway. Yeah, it's not anything we should worry about. So here, actually, he still should Tanuki. But the thing is, when he extend here, his mindset is already set up. This is mine. Yeah, so it's difficult for a player in the game to change his mind. Yeah, this just shows Slava still has, let's say, a distance to learn in order to become a better player. He's still young.
Yeah, so it looks like black did get sente after all.
Yeah.
And he plays in one space.
Yeah. And
force attach again. Yeah. The AlphaGo attach.
Yeah, this AlphaGo attach.
Also, what Insong says, what is it? The Stone of Power. That's what it is.
The Stone of Power.
Yeah, he has an Avengers themed lecture that was about the 6 stones, and then one of them was like, "Yo, it's attached."
Yeah, but there's a problem here. When this attachment, we normally say, for example, regardless of what kind of this kind of corner formation, for example, this corner, and then we know there's this kind of attachment. There's this kind of attachment. Yeah, so normally for this kind of corner, and we do those kind of attachment, it's a probe, and we are asking the opponent a question, what do you want? And then you want something, I take something else. That will gonna help for my future choice. That is actually the meaning. Here, when white attach here, white is actually asking a question, because corner like this will be solid in any case. Question is, who will gonna take over the influence at the bottom, and who will gonna take over the influence towards the center? Here the thing is, he asks this question is not a perfect question to ask, for black already have this high stone. So center doesn't value as much compared to this side. So when white asks you, do you want 10 euro or 80 euro? What is my answer? I guess everyone knows the answer, right?
Well, you want 10 euros that's not fake. You have to check the notes to see if it's real.
Yep.
That's
yeah. That is true here. I'm just so this one is not a perfect question to ask on this board series. So this kind of question, either you ask early or don't. Yeah, then I'd rather, for example, white choose traditional way to play.
Sure. Yeah.
So this is not a perfect question, and so of course, as Artem experience, he knows how to answer this. Yeah.
So yeah, Atari.
Yeah, and then cut.
And then
And black push.
yeah,
Okay.
push.
Yeah. So here, as you can see, yeah, in this situation, white get to control the center, but this center doesn't value too much. Yeah, and what black is actually making territory on the empty area. Once again, this is the future. Yeah, this is the future.
This is really a lot of points.
Yeah. So this, in this kind of division, center or the side, of course, black takes side. So that's not a good question.
I mean, actually, this is even fifth line territory, right? Like
Yeah.
when white attaches, black harness, and then white's gonna extend, black connects. So this is even like we say that the fifth line is like it's almost too good to be true, right? Because it's like 4 points underneath each stone. And when we say like third line, then it's like 2 points underneath. Okay, that's kind of standard.
Yeah.
And then fourth line would be amazing because it's like 3 points underneath every stone. But then the four points it just seems like it seems unreal.
Right.
So white has to probably invade here somewhere.
Yes. And the problem here for white is white need to invade, but white invade the side, corner will be solid and corner is empty. So here white actually has some sort of dilemma. In the game, white plays this attachment. He's just saying, you were gonna defend this side. And then I get a bigger corner, but I don't think black will gonna concern about that too much.
So why is this attachment? Well, first of all, the first question is it the right move?
Locally, yes.
And the second question is why? Because we have other options, right? What about the approach? What about the 3-3?
Yeah, okay. Let's first talk about the this invasion. This invasion, black cannot kill it. So these two stones will definitely live. But the thing is, when this stone will be under attack like this, for example, we show a simple example, this one, black attack like this, you don't have enough space there. Black attack, very likely black gets this small piece of territory, not too much, but the corner empty area will be also territory. Then, for example, we put our hand here, it's actually kind of equal, which means even though black didn't get this territory, black actually did. Because it's just let's say an exchange of territory. It's just not one piece anymore. So that is actually the difference here. So normally here white wouldn't consider to invade this area because as for territory, he didn't really actually destroy that, and he had a big group that is under attack compared to invading the corner. So that is the first. Second, we compare Sun. This is easier. We compare Sun here. If white does Sun, black will definitely gonna block. Once again, let's draw a simple one. So Nobi and Kajmin. It's alive. Black has this territory. So white we're gonna ask a question. How about I play this one? You defend here.
So ask a tougher question, right? Because if the 3-3 is pretty simple, right? Of course we block from the wider side.
Right.
That has points.
So here, this one. Turn. Nobi and white Kajmin. So white still gets the territory. Even your territory, one line smaller. Plus there's a cutting point.
So, but actually there's the difference, right? So it's like this shape, and then instead of that, black has this, and then white has one more push, right?
So this is the difference. So here, it's one line difference plus a cutting point. This cutting point can be useful for in the future. For example, white invade around here, black need to concern about the cut. So here, this is actually. Let's say what white is aiming for. So compared to Sun invasion, he affects this side slightly more. And in case if black honey from the other side, this one, Nobi, decent. Let's say this one, and he got the extension. Once again, this group will still be attacked, just like earlier. But also black corner will be smaller. So here, this is actually his calculation. Here.
I see.
So that is why locally to me, this one is correct. I'm not saying globally it is wrong. I'm saying globally there's no right move here because white is losing.
Sure. But I mean, this one we can remember though, right? So basically, what we want to tell everyone here is basically if you have a strong shape or your opponent has a strong shape here, and then it looks like they're gonna make a pretty big area from here. Then locally speaking, the best invading move would be the attachment.
Right. So locally, when this side is really big, especially this already fifth line, then this one is asking a good question here. That we're gonna make black hesitate.
Okay, so black did pick one side. Of course, he has to. So just connect outside.
But he played a modest one. Yeah, this one, yeah, this doesn't affect the corner a lot. There's a lot of difference on points. But Artem chose let's say he doesn't like the cutting point.
So maybe he thinks this is already good.
This is already good. Yeah, that's
this.
very true. That's very true. So he didn't really play the optimal one locally.
Yeah.
And this one normally should be Kma here.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna Kma too.
Yeah,
but okay,
this one
turns.
This one I think black is happy, and actually black honey. Black is once again took the safe way because this side is very empty, and he doesn't want to get the jump, and there's some potential here, so he just take away that potential in the in a pretty safe way. Here.
Yeah. So yeah, really pressing white low, and then probably diminishing that right side.
Yeah. So like this, of course, black is good, but yeah, it's mainly because early in the game, white made a wrong choice there, and so he's using influence to make territory. Yeah.
So okay, and then
white turn in the center, but still trying to make this thing bigger.
Yeah. And then black just reduces, it seems.
Yeah. Black reduce here. Yeah, this is pretty difficult for white to answer because here it's difficult for white to separate. Yeah, and if white just defend from here, this is shrinking, and then black come from here, the center is basically nothing. Like this. So here I am wondering what white plan is. It's pretty difficult.
I mean, he can't just defend, right? Because
there's no way to defend.
Then he'll be forced into a path of just passiveness. Because then black will just keep shrinking, that area, and then actually, even though it looks like kind of big, right? Because it's a rectangle, and actually, if you add up all the corners and sides black has, that's actually way more than that.
Right. And here, actually, I'm curious about about white invasion. To me, here, this is my instinct. Yeah, black should probably do like this, but I guess Artem is actually aiming for example, this kind of second line jump. Then there's a connection.
Oh, he can connect. Okay.
Yeah. So he is probably doing this, but even so, white probably should challenge and ask this question first. Ask black that do you really want to actually connect in this kind of second line way? Because then actually white has benefited a bit already.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So black plays that. White didn't play there though. So white actually honey.
White played the honey.
He started a fight. Well, this is where we arrived at, right?
Okay. Honey shouldn't be possible.
Well, this is inviting a cut for sure.
Yeah, because this is that strong. So black has no choice but to cut. There's no way white expect the black to actually block from here.
Right.
So this just has to happen. So he's saying he has a sending move here.
Well, he's energetic, right?
Yeah.
He's looking for some.
So
trouble.
he's saying like this, he can live. Oh god, this is a gambler. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's fun.
Yeah, it is. So he jumped down.
Yeah.
If he is, he will gonna be successfully living around here. Okay, then he's fine. But
black pushes.
Yeah.
Turn.
Honey here. Oh, this honey and this thing can hurt. Because here, you can see black connect here. Black has already prepared. In case if you leave, I earn something.
Point,
yeah,
right?
There's cutting point, so I'm gonna attack this. And when I attack this, this thing disappear. So even though I lose this one, you also lose this one. Then I'm still good. Yeah. So this one, does he really need this one? I'm not sure. If he needs this one, this is probably a plan he should have reconsidered. To me, it's just down here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So without invoking that exchange.
Right, because this hurts the outside.
Yeah.
This probably benefit him for the present, but it hurts the future. Yeah.
So okay, but of course the main objective here is to still live, right?
Yeah. But actually here for white, his objective is to counterattack. Right. He's trying to counterattack those 4 stones.
Yeah, I guess. Even though locally he seems to be outnumbered, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a wall, and a wall isn't there for nothing.
I don't think white is playing reasonably. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, well, I don't know. Of course, we can only find out, but it certainly seems like black has way more stones than white.
Yeah.
In this area, it's kind of, I think the imagery sometimes is not. I try to imagine what non-Go players would think, even in this kind of position, and it just seems like it's pretty visual. So you can obviously tell there's a lot more black stones than white stones.
Yeah.
In this area, it's just like in the war, right? When you've just ventured into the opponent's or the rival's camp.
Yeah.
And then you're surrounded by 100 soldiers from the enemy. Just imagine that picture, right? Of course you're outnumbered, right? Then you don't expect yourself to, kill anything significantly, but you just expect to survive.
Right? The difference here, however, is
Yeah.
We say that kind of one person in real life, he might actually have some special ability in fighting, and he can actually be stronger than some others.
Like
Here, the difference is
right? Yeah.
we look at a black and white stone. Every single black stone looks same. Every single white stone looks the same. There's no power difference on those single stones.
I mean, some are shinier, but that's not the point. Yeah. So actually, that's one of the things about Go. Every piece is identical. There's no special power you have to learn in other, I think, board games and also card games, right? Not other games. Oftentimes there are special powers, and you have to learn them separately. But this one, every piece is uniform. So but in some cases it makes it easier to understand.
Right.
So all right, let's see what black does in this case. Yeah, white's trying really hard to contain these black stones in the center.
I actually don't understand what he's doing.
I feel like there's gonna be an incoming.
This white is doing something really destructive for himself.
Yeah, I mean, can he live?
No, I can't see it. I actually don't understand what he's doing.
Right.
This one I seriously don't. I understand that he's actually trying to challenge the opponent, and then he's saying, "I'm not afraid." But no matter how brave you are, when you die, you die. Yeah, so I don't know what he's doing here. There's a limitation on challenging.
Yeah. Oh, okay. White turns this one. All right. White. Push.
What exactly he's doing? And he believes this one can kill.
And then black kicks, right?
Okay.
And then what? Okay, so white plays this one. So I think the intention is that if black blocks, then white just
then white has this kind of honey connection. So
yeah.
But this is so easy to see, and so white will definitely gonna block this one. And then he connect here.
No, first he hanes.
He take a liberty. He's doing his best, but I don't think there's anything special.
So squeeze, even hane here. So now of course we cannot cut because otherwise it's just laddered.
Yeah.
Right. So
he turns here and black connect.
Yeah. Then.
I don't get what is going on here.
Is white just dead?
To me, white is just dead. Nothing else.
Is that the game? Oh yeah. Oh, we actually caught up. So yeah, it looks like. I mean, if white's dead, this might end pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
Let me try again. Let me try a little bit here.
Okay.
So is that the case? The problem is, this card hurts. This card means that anytime black can cut, Atari, he got one extra liberty here. There are two liberties in this one spot. So, and here black already have a lot of liberties here. So this one and this one, if they reach each other, white loses. So white only chance is to try to kill black this thing, but there's extra liberty. I can't see what white can do here. Yeah, he take a challenge and he make it complicated, but I don't think he really careful enough.
So can we play out this variation that you're talking about? The capturing race?
The capturing race itself is also actually here. I'm saying if there's a challenging race, if there's a capturing race, because here next move is still difficult for. Okay, let's say for example, white came out here to try to seal it in. It actually doesn't work because here push.
Oh, you can even do that.
Yeah, and then honey from the first line.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so there's no risk here like this. White just that. But if not that came out, what is that? So there's no way to even seal this thing in.
That jump, but you can turn.
Yeah,
right?
I'm saying even if there's a liberty risk, black has more liberties here.
So because black has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6 liberties.
And then if black just takes one here, right?
Yeah.
Then that's like 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah, exactly. So it really doesn't look like this is a real risk. So white only chance is to kill this one. But how? I mean, because there's actual liberty here. White first need to take care of his own group. And there's a card. This group is not alive. I mean, black only has one problem to solve. White has too many fronts. He is trying to read out if there's a miracle, but the miracle is not by red. Yeah.
Yeah. That looks like a pretty bleak future for white. Has to be said. And certainly, if white loses this group, and then this group is just kind of shattered, right? The shape outside is not really good, and just if I think it's almost impossible for white to, make a comeback unless something extraordinary happens and then black misreads
Yeah.
dramatically. This is pretty big.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it looks like it's gonna be barring any surprises. It looks like Artem Kachanovskyi, of course, the Pro Championship winner this year, also the winner of the Keto Cup. He will be facing Matteo Surma in the quarterfinals. So we already, of course, look forward to that one.
Yeah.
I know you talked about Artem. What about Mateusz? Have you been following any of his games?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Mateusz is basically in the past few months our let's say
Our Red Ferrari, right?
Right, exactly. Yeah, and he actually won the Grand Slam, and actually he has 3 wins in a row in the Transatlantic, and everybody's actually watching for him. And here in Europe, everybody's actually cheering for him most of the time. And we know that unfortunate event happened at the Game 4 in Transatlantic. And after that, looks like Mateusz, his mood was more or less affected. And that actually also affected his total performance. We know that actually he didn't really do too well there in China. League. And actually, when he's coming here to play European Championship, I would say I kind of worried about, let's say, those early games. If he may actually have as difficult a situation as actually Artem is facing at the moment. But look like he didn't really face too much challenge, and he already has passed to top 8 already after 3 games. And I guess...
Yeah, he had a nice draw, I think.
Yeah.
For him. Maybe.
But still, that will gonna actually give him some positive feeling, and hopefully he will gonna get his shape back when he was actually winning in the first 3 games in Transatlantic and Grand Slam. So for the game tomorrow, I guess in general, he's the one that is in slight advantage.
Mateusz, you mean?
Mateusz, yes.
Right.
But my support is on the other side, because I normally, my students said, Jeff, you always emphasize about goal related factor. So I always think, just as for goal, Artem is the best player in Europe at the moment.
Yep. So that's going to be a pretty exciting match, of course. We will cover that tomorrow, obviously. We're not done for today yet, but just a quick reminder, tomorrow the games will start half an hour later than normal. So we actually start commentary around like 12 o'clock. I think at noon, Central European summertime. It is very likely that we'll pick that game. From the draw, there are lots of good games in the quarterfinals, but certainly Artem versus Mateusz looks like one of the key matchups. Early on, when we saw the bracket, we just realized that they're gonna meet each other in the quarterfinals. That could easily be a final game or a semifinal game. In any case, we are gonna take a break, and when we come back, we'll do... Well, we also want to get to the other games, right? Let's check out the other games. So I think the second one on the list was like Victor and Dushan, right? We haven't talked about them yet, so maybe let's do that after we come back. So far it's pretty great stuff from Jeff, of course. I really appreciate that you for being here, and we'll be back soon.